Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and this is the final video from the Strontium Dog terrain making sessions. Now this may be split into two parts. I'm going to film it all as one piece, and then if I feel it's going too long I'll cut it and then we'll continue it and split it into part one and part two. But not sure yet, so that's why I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? It's why I'm not saying definitely what's going to happen. So what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Let's have a look. Oh, so we need the okay, so it's not going into any detail as yet, so let's get the basic shell built, shall we? So we need the exterior walls, which that is part of. Okay. And the floor. Let's do that first, shall we? So what do we have? Now there's a specific way of doing this because there are steps leading up to the door, so that is how it's fitting together. So we need to apply that first. I think it will be the easiest way of doing things. So if I add glue to this part here on the outside, along the top, I'm not putting any under the on this tab yet. I may not need to, but as it stands, in fact I'm going to put a bit on. Just a little bit, not too much. There we are. And we can attach that now. There we are. Next are the side pieces. Like so. So we'll pop some glue on these edges here. So I was trying to make get to grips with how things will go in and fit it together. So that piece there needs gluing up, and we'll put some glue down that slot, and then there and there, and then we can just slot it into position. I'm not going to use any tape yet. I want to get on the walls put on first. And then we have this long back edge going up to that wall there, so we'll get some glue on here and run it right along. Okay, you don't need a vast amount of glue, but you know, if you have too much glue you can always wipe it off. If you don't have enough, it won't stick. You know, that's the issue we're dealing with. So, oh, I didn't put any up there, did I? There we go. That's that bit. Oops. And now we'll add a little more glue. Oops. It's all dried up because he had that phone call from Alison. From only that's so unexpected. The glue that I put on is drying up, so there we are, and we'll add some into this little groove as well, just to be on the safe side. And all the way up here. There we go. And oh, itchy nose. There we are. And there we go. And that's that. So we're going to have a damp sponge. Everything seems to have stuck fairly quickly with this glue, which I'm quite happy about. I haven't put any glue underneath here in these corners for some strange reason. I must have missed that bit, but not to worry. There we are. I'm just going to get a little bit of this tape just to secure up the ends. It's decorator's tape, so it's very low tack. It's not going to cause any damage when I take it off. There we go. So all I'm doing is looking for anywhere where there's a gap, and then where the gap is, looking at the join, I'm going from the opposite way. So if there's a gap here, which there is, I'm looking, that part is the longer piece, so I can pop that in there and apply the pressure to that piece as well as pressing that piece down, and that will keep them square. There we are. So we have a couple of pieces in these that can be pushed through, and that's that for the base unit anyway. Next step, we have a little awning, a veranda, whatever you want to call it. And we're going back to some earlier pieces because they're on there. For some reason these aren't included on the same piece, possibly because of computerized laser cutting. There wasn't the room to add it, which looking at there isn't the room at all. So all the pieces from that are cleared off. And we need this one. So this part is for here. So waste of time doing that yet until it fully dries, because we have the tape running there. So we'll give it a couple more minutes before we do that. And while waiting for that to be done, we'll Mind you, are these exactly the same? Let's just check. Actually they are, so we can just do the ones for here. So I'm going to just trim a little bit of this masking tape off, and using some of the glue, obviously, we will go along and add glue to one edge of this, like so, and here as well. And then we can pop it there. And the next piece, in fact, no, it's just gone over the end bits. Didn't quite do what I was hoping it would. Never mind. Oops. And annoyingly, because I've got glue on my fingers, whenever I touch anything now I'm getting dog hair all over my fingers. So we have that. Now I need to find out where the... yeah, that's it. So the canopy is on this cardboard. Sheet. And we'll just punch out the 4 corners. And we'll apply the glue to the top part. Yes. And making sure that we've got it the right way around. There we are. There's one canopy done. Now while waiting for the other canopy done, let's do the steps. So these steps seem to be quite a simple matter to do. So we have these in different widths. Oh, they are going that way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can work out whether it's gone through or not because you'll hear a little click. For the majority of the times. Sometimes you won't get it as clear. But I can't see where they actually were on that. But not to worry. What we need to do now is basically load these onwards. So we have this piece which fits rather nicely. I've got glue all over the ferrule of this brush. Awesome. Yeah, when I was talking to Ali, laddie was jumping up on me, and I've got dog hair now all over my jumper, which I'm not bothered about at all. But when I'm trying to glue things and I'm just getting bogged down with dog hair. Oh dear. Okay, now we've got these 2 pieces. which fits like that. So we'll put one piece down first off and glue it down. Went the wrong one. And now I can do the entire bit of this, of the underneath of this. I don't really think this is as a longer project as I thought it was going to be, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Start that bit there and pop that like so. Because even though some of these are the same size of step there are different cutouts at the bottom. Oops. And now I've got this piece that I can just smother with glue. Again, if you've got too much glue, you can always wipe off. If not enough glue, it won't stick. So it's better having a little too much than not enough, I think. But what I'm trying to do is get a nice even coverage and not too, what's the word I'm looking for, not too thick. There we are. Now, how is this dried? Is it dried okay? Let's have a look. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long now. While we're waiting for that, I'll put it to one side. And we can start now doing the main roof. What I want to do first though is just snip out the canopy support. Excuse you. So again, we'll snip the little tabs off, put that to one side. This piece we don't need, those pieces we don't need. There's one of the tabs, I couldn't see them for this, but that we don't need at all. We also need these pieces here. I'm just going to rip them off because they're on the edge of a whatchamacallit. On the edge of the thing for this, so it's not going to damage anything else if I go a bit too heavy-handed with it. Just add a little bit more glue. Let's see, make sure that these parts are cut out the same. It looks as though they are. Yeah. That's not an issue if whichever way I put them in. And just a touch of glue there and there. I always like to put them, doing MDF kits, because there's a distinct look on one side. I always try to keep the exterior parts at that looking the same way. even if it's stuff that can't be seen. Well, that's that. And now we want this part, which is going to be fun because this is a part that's going to be bent. So I'm going to try and find something I can bend this round. Or it doesn't have to be perfectly semicircular. And I'm trying to get it so that it is actually bending in each part, because it's going to then curve round properly. There we are. Oops. That's one reason why we don't want to do it too much, because it can rip. I'm going to brush over some thin PVA glue, watered down PVA glue over this when it's all finished, and oops, yeah, when I've finished on the model I'll go over just this bit with thin PVA glue, because it probably will need a little something that it can stick to, and unfortunately okay, enough playing about. I'm just going to throw it on. If I play about too much with this, I'm just going to damage the integrity of the cardboard. So I'll just put this glue around here. Make sure there's glue everywhere, because we want everywhere touching to make it stronger. There we are. And now we're just going to press it down onto and making sure that sorry, I'm struggling I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing rather than telling you what I'm doing. I'm trying to align the holes with the tabs, and I don't know whether the tabs have been misprinted or miscut, or the holes have been miscut, but I have got it done, and there is the roof. So the roof is now done. I'm going to take off the front masking tape, drink. And once again, it's canopy time. So I'll get both of the canopy support pieces and pop them into place. Where's the other one? There you are. And I don't know what's on the end of this brush, but it's getting a bit ragged now, so it may not be used again for anything. We may have to dispose of this. I hope I can clean it though. That's a nice little brush for doing things like this with. And then finally we have the Canopy piece, which is on the cardboard effigy bob, and this, as I say, is the final piece of this particular mini or terrain piece. It's not a mini, is it? Yeah, we'll just push these through with another piece and get the glue out. Add some glue to the top of the support piece. There we are. And finally pop the canopy in place. And that is our little hut completed. So there we are. If plain, we can take the lid off and put plain pieces in, and the characters in. But it will be all painted. As I say, I'm going to go over this part with watered down PVA, but I'll wait until every word dries first and then I'll do it. But all I need to do now is take off the rest of the masking tape, because it's all, every word's dry now to, well, it doesn't need any support. And that's it for this video. That's it. It's a nice little piece. You can see from the size of it, it's not massive, but it will do the job for, I mean, you've got a scale here with the side of my head. Well, as I say, it's not a massive piece of terrain, but it's a piece that is vital or essential in some of the campaigns, especially the starter campaigns. So I'm looking forward now to getting cracking and possibly even making some terrain, or even a board, specialist board, for just playing smaller campaigns for this. But as I say, that's it for this video, and that's it for this little series. We will be coming back later on to paint the minis. I have put the minis together and mounted and glued them down to the bases. What I haven't done yet is give them a wash before priming, but I did that because I'm going to be doing everything on the preparation first before I paint. I'm going to be putting the bases on the basis stuff together, and then on the basis stuff together I'll be doing the bases just with sand and whatnot, and then I'll be painting everything just for a change, because I don't usually do things like that. I usually wait until I've painted the mini and then I do the base, but I decided to have a change with these ones. But yeah, we've just done the house, we've done the four, I've only got two here, but we've done the four solar panels, we've done the tower with the ladders going up, and we've done the wind generator with the spinny effigy bob at the top, and I've enjoyed doing these. I do like making stuff like this. I'm not too experienced at making terrain from scratch, but give me a kit like this and I'm enjoying myself. Oh well, never mind. I've noticed as well, after I'd finished, that the solar panels are actually at different angles. If I put these side to side, you can see what I mean. I hope you can see that. If not, I'll push it up there. So that was interesting. I didn't realise that until, as I say, after I'd put them together. But you know what? It came as a surprise, and nothing nicer than there's nothing better than a nice surprise. Anyway, as I said, that's it, and just time for me now to say our farewell. So, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now. It's Coke. Bye.